Morning from inside the Mountain Refuge hut on Lamb Hill on the Border Ridge. There's the view out the window this morning. Time is just after 22:07. Looks a bit soupy, but that might clear later. Right, time to get sorted. Sun's starting to clear the mist away, so we might get the views today. Have a look outside. There's Lamb Hill. Is that Lamb Hill? Anyway, one of them is. Straight up that now. Good morning from the Mountain Refuge hut on Lamb Hill. Today's the day. I don't know what to say. Today's the day. We're on the Border Ridge. We're well on our way to the end. I think there's about 16 miles to go. Time is oh god, it's before 8 o'clock. It's 20 to 8. I think it's about 16 miles. So it's going to be a lot of up and down today. A lot of up and down peaks. But it's going to be a beautiful day as long as it's clear. It's going to be one of the best parts of the Pennine Way in terms of views and things. It's funny, I've got mixed feelings about today because I'll be coming out of my Pennine Way bubble, won't I? So I might have some reflections on that later. But am I ready to end? I'm not going to lie. I cannot wait to get to Kirk, Yetholm. Have that half pint and whatever follows and see Molly. So I think I'm going to meet, well I am, I'm going to meet her there. Just a question of what time will I get there. It's been an experience, shall we say. The last 12 days has been an experience. I've loved it. Hardest thing I've ever done, I would say, probably. Mountain Refuge hut. Clear skies. So yes, I'll have to keep in touch with Molly and give her an idea of what time I'm going to arrive. Looking forward to that. Right, I'm waffling. I'm just going to go. Oh, that's what I was going to say. It's about 16 miles up and down these peaks. So part of us is like, right, come on, get to the end, Ron. And I know that that lot will be setting off from Forest View. Well, they will have set off by now. Drew's probably like already. He's probably nearly here. I bet he overtakes us later. So yeah, there's like part of us is like, come on, get to the end, because there's going to be a celebration to be had. But yeah, I probably just need to. I say it every day, but just take it in my stride. I'll get there. It's not going to take all day. It's not going to be dark. So if I just plod away, stop talking rubbish and just get on with it. Right, catch up with you later. By the way, I forgot again, it is Thursday the 1st of August 2024. I think I've already said it's day 13. It's day 13 today. Right, bye. Final first reflections as we make our way up Lamb Hill. Last night, I checked my emails and the crowdfunding page has hit its £1,000 target. So, again, thank you to everybody who's donated. Looks like Lamb Hill belongs to Scotland. So the Pennine Way packs the punch of finishing in the Cheviot Hills. The last push is over the top, Cheviot being the highest point, and then down into Kirk, Yetholm on the other side. So, depending on how you're feeling at that point, it's either a sting in the tail or a jewel in the crown, or both. So I'm a bit tired today because it was a long one, late one yesterday. But waking up to this and seeing the cloud lift and the mist and the valleys and stuff, and definitely outweighs being tired. Well, so far. But it's the Cheviots, man. They are beautiful. They're on. If you're in the northeast, they're on our doorstep. How often do you go there? It's this little mountain range is an hour up the road from Newcastle. And I'm pleased to have it to myself. Feels like I've got it to myself. This morning. It's 20 to 9 now. Doesn't ever get as busy up here as it does in the lakes. Got to be careful up here. There's some. I mean, this is a brilliant path. This. See what the path's like the rest of the day. It's probably quite good because it's a Pennine Way. There'll be some boggy bits, but it's like clear, and a lot of it's paved up here. But there's bits of the Cheviots, you know, you've got a map and you're looking at your map and there's a path on the map and it's not there in real life. And it's easy to get lost, and the weather gets, I mean, this is lush, but there's a mountain rescue up here for a reason. The weather can come in and people get themselves caught out. So it is wild, it's wild up here. But today, what can I say? There's the next one. We're just peak hopping, really. Peak hopping and getting higher and higher each time until we get to the big one, the Cheviot. Well, as you saw yesterday, there's evidence of Roman activity here. There's also a lot of old Celtic settlements and stuff in the Cheviots, especially around College Valley, and especially around Yetholm Bell, which is we'll call it a big hill, shall we? At the sort of entrance to College Valley. Yetholm Bell used to be a settlement on the top of it with a big wall around it, and the remains of the wall are still there, right the way around the top of the fell. It was like the capital, I think, of whatever it was at the time, Northumbria, whatever. Like a Bronze Age or an Iron Age settlement, can't remember. I know it was like centuries between them, but yeah, there's loads of that if you're interested in your history. Lots of remains and lots of evidence of that sort of thing. Yeah, there's goats everywhere. Up ahead's Windy Gyle. That's our first major peak of the day. If you span round here, that's I just love the shapes and the colours. That's looking back towards Coquetdale. So I'm currently approaching Windy Gyle from the wrong way, from the wrong side. So that either means I'm doing the Pennine Way north to south, or I went the wrong way. So it was weird that 1 minute I'm walking up the hill towards it, the next minute I've walked past it. Dutifully putting in those extra miles. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So this is the top of Windy Gale on the border ridge and the Cheviot. Currently looking towards Corkerdale again. So that road I pointed out yesterday, which starts at Alwynton and then winds its way into up at Corkerdale and is a dead end, that's just down there. So I mentioned you can park at different points along that road where you can park your car if you wanted to come for a day's walk up here. That's the way to do it. Oh, let's flip round and see what else we've got. So there's a sign down there, I'll follow that, shall I? Cheviot's about somewhere. I've lost my bearings. Totally lost my bearings actually. Fact. Just goes to show how quickly you can lose your bearings. I thought Cheviot was that way. That's it. So, at least it's clear. So that's where we're headed, Cheviot. Not before we've had a little rest here though, and top up my water. Whew, thirsty work. Not very windy up here today though. There's quite a long section here, just between Windy Gale and the Cheviot. Feel like a bit of a zombie today. A happy zombie. But a zombie nonetheless. I don't have many reflections or anything for you at the moment, sorry. Just sort of concentrating on getting up these peaks. Maybe that'll come later once I've done Cheviot, once Cheviot's out the way and we're edging closer to the finish line. I suppose it's hard to reflect at the moment because reflecting's looking back and all I'm doing at this moment is looking forward. Thinking about the end, and like I've got visions of how lovely it's going to be. Like I'll get there, Molly will be there, I'll kiss the wall, get the half pint, relax in the coziness and the comfort of the Kirk Yetholm hotel for a bit, have a merry time. Drew will arrive, maybe some of the others, they'll complete it, they'll be happy, we'll all celebrate and it'll be lush. And then like there's the reality. I'll probably just like be even more knackered later, kind of like drag myself down the hill into Kirk Yetholm, collapse and bang my head on the wall and just fall asleep, and that'll be the end of my Pennine Way adventure. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking about at the moment. The end. But this is no good. We can't think like that. Still a way to go yet. We need mindfulness. We need to be in the moment. So, snap out of it, Ron. What can we talk about? Right, well, definitely. So there's the Cheviot. Somewhere on the Cheviot, loads of people know this anyway, but there's a there's a crash site of an old World War II plane that crashed there. Can't remember which side they were on, but yeah, it was misty and I didn't know the mount was there and they crashed into the side of it, so tragedy. And bits of the plane are still up there and I've never seen them. I don't know if the Pennine Way goes past them or if it's like a detour. If it's a detour, that's not happening. What will be happening though is when you get to like, alright, so you walk towards Cheviot, right? And then Cheviot Summit is an out and back, and you come back to the point where you left, and then you continue back along the ridge the other way, towards the Shill, towards Kirk Yetholm. So because Cheviot's an out and back, then obviously there's like a decision to make, isn't it? Like, or it's an option, like it's a detour. But is it a detour or is it part of the route? So I don't think I'll forgive myself if I don't do that. Alright, so there's two mindful things. Playing on the side of the mountain, we'll be going to the top of Cheviot, and just as we're talking about the tops of things, I think this is King's Seat. Am I in Scotland at the moment? I think I might be. Thank you. I think that little talking to definitely helped, because wishing your life away is no good, is it? Because then you're just hating the moment you're in. Not, Christ, no. I mean, that's generally life, like wishing you weren't at work. In the context of this, absolutely not. But you can understand how you might just not hate the moment you're in, because it's lovely here, but you know, you can taste the end. But we're not going to go back down that road again. Not for a while yet. Still got plenty of the Cheviot Ridge to see. I think we're still on the sort of southern flank of it, half of it, whatever you want to call it. So it gets to Cheviot and then pivots. So it goes like northeast to Cheviot, so I think that's what I'm travelling in now. And then it pivots northwest. Maybe that's why I lost my bearings earlier. I'll use that as an excuse. But yes, just, you've got to stay focused. Concentrate on what you've got to do now. Don't get too hung up on getting to the end. Right, pep talk over. Actually, I think I'm in England. I've crossed the fence a couple of times, so I've lost track of which country I'm in. If you know, here I am heading south to north on the border ridge towards Cheviot, and I'm on the right hand side of the fence. I think that's England. Let's talk about shelters, mountain refuge huts. So I stayed in Lamb Hill Mountain Refuge hut last night. It's on the southern end of the ridge. We'll pass another one just like it today. Outcap shelter on the northern part of the ridge, so it's past Cheviot on the way to the Shill. It's the first time I've ever slept in one. I tried to sleep in outcap shelter once, but when I got there was two people in there, and like I opened the door and I think it was quite late, and they were already in bed. And they just looked at us wide-eyed, they didn't even say hello. So I just closed the door and went and put my tent up outside. But yeah, that's partly why I was so pleased there was no one there last night. But anyway, was it warm? Yes. Like you could feel the heat when you opened the door and walked in. So it's obviously really well insulated, because it was warm before I'd even got in. And then once I got in, I mean, if you just sat in your sweaty clothes, you'd sharp get cold. But I put my dry clothes on, and then got into me. Once I was in my sleeping bag, I was warm as toast. In fact, I had to take some layers off because I was that warm. So these shelters are very well insulated. Obviously, they're basic, but what more do you need? I didn't have to put my tent up. I had more space than I did in my tent. You saw I just slung everything everywhere because I had the place to myself. The benches are quite narrow, like that you lie on. How wide? Maybe a foot and a half, maybe. Just wide enough to get your mat on in your sleeping bag. So I didn't fall out of bed last night, but that was enough room. So, I mean, these shelters obviously deserve a little bit of respect, don't they? Let's give them some positivity. I'm not sure who takes care of them. I wonder if it's the Mountain Rescue, because don't think it's the Mountain Bothies Association. Feel free to fact check that one. But yes, there's two mountain refuge huts in the Cheviots, and they're a godsend. Don't get us wrong, obviously if you do go up and decide to stay in one of these, make sure you've got warm gear. Like I've got like a down jacket I wear on the night and down trousers, and they keep you really warm, too warm sometimes. Really insulative. But yeah, as long as you've got some dry, warm gear. And last night I only had a summer sleeping bag, that's all I've had, a 2-season sleeping bag. And I was absolutely fine in there with minimal layers. It's warm at the moment. Different if it was colder. But yeah. So here's that bit I was talking about. The shell is that way. That's towards the end. Cheviot summit that way. It's got to be done. I'm actually now just excited to be at this point, to be honest. So I'm heading towards Cheviot now. Just thought I'd report that I've seen 0 remains of any planes. I mustn't be looking hard enough. So there's a lovely paved footpath all along this part of the walk towards Cheviot summit. But over there is Hedgehope Hill. That's, I think, like the second biggest peak. And forget this on Hedgehope Hill. Hedgehope Hill is more typical of the rest of the Cheviots. So like, there's this bit of it is well paved, but a lot of it is just like that and worse. So if you're up for a real adventure, get yourself up somewhere like Hedgehope Hill and walking along the ridges in between, like, you know, between. That's where it gets really bad, where all the water collects in the saddles in between the peaks. After saying all that, I've just realised that I might be talking rubbish, because I know there's certain routes up Hedgehope Hill. Like if you just go straight up from maybe is it Linnup Spout? Is it Linnup Spout? That might not be so boggy. I don't know. I've only gone up the way I've been up, and that was quite boggy on the way up and really boggy on the way down. Like when you come down from Hedgehope Hill and follow the ridge sort of round towards Cheviot. That, I think there's people who've like looked on a map. I've seen people do this on YouTube. They've looked on a map and thought, "Ooh, that looks like a nice horseshoe. I'll go up Hedgehope Hill and do the horseshoe around the top of the valley and then take in Cheviot." And I mean, it is an impressive day out, but this without the slabs. And I've seen people do it on YouTube and post it on YouTube and like didn't know what they were in for. If you're having this, then do the horseshoe. What valley is it again? Oh man. Anyway, Hearthope. I think it might be Hearthope Valley. Hearthope Valley horseshoe. Hedgehope Hill on the other, on one side, Cheviot on the other. If you want to put yourself through your paces, there's a day out for you. Better still, go up the hen hole to get up Cheviot. I don't know if that sounds wrong, but it is a route, and I'll show you where it is later. Oh yeah, if you'll take one of me, hey. I'm just doing a video at the minute. Way. That's all right. No, it's fine. Right, there we are. We've touched the trig point. Cheviot summit.
Where have you come from?
Today I've come from what's it called? You know, the Refuge hut on Lamb Hill.
Is that on the Pennine Way?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I think I remember where that was. Yes.
Aye.
So you've come all the way from there. You're doing the Pennine.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're nearly finished.
I'm nearly done, eh?
Oh, well done. Well done. When did you set off?
I set off Saturday before last.
Right. Okay. So that's 9 days, 10 days.
No, 13.
13 days. Well done. Well done, because it's a pull, isn't it? We did it the other way actually. We
did
went
you?
From Kirk, we didn't come up here. We just kept going down there. You know.
I think I might have tears in my eyes. Do you want to know why? John gave us the Snickers and a packet of salt and vinegar crisps. And a double decker. It's been lots of acts of kindness like that. They've done the Pennine Way before as well, so they obviously get it. As you were. So that's Cheviot summit done. It's good to have scratched that itch. And I think we can start dreaming a little bit now. So we've got this now That's Alcop Cairn. Views from there, amazing. And then there's a dip down to the next refuge hut, and then it's up to the Shill. And then when we get to the top of there, we really can start dreaming. I think we can start talking about Lap of Honour sort of stage by then. So that's where we're at. Camera probably doesn't do it justice, but the descent down off Alcop Cairn is brutal. Not good for the knees, and I'll be glad when it's over. But we're just going to have a moment at this Lion King spot here. And let's have a look at what we can see. So I mentioned the hen hole earlier as a nice route up Cheviot. Well, there it is. Mystical. So it's lush. So there's College Valley down there. There's the upper end of College Valley. Mount Hooley bunkhouse is not far from here, just round to the right there. And there's a path leads you to the entrance here to the hen hole. That's what this is called. This lovely valley here is called the hen hole. And there's just a lush path. Winds its way up, basically along the stream, coming down it, and you're sort of scrambling up the stream and alongside the stream, and then you get to the top where that big bowl bit is, and there's a steep pull up onto the top of Alcop Cairn. But that is probably the best route I've done anyway. Definitely the best route I've done up the Cheviot. Up the Cheviot, I mean. Oh, back onto this descent, man. Right, let's get this done. Bit of advice: when you're navigating your way across peat bogs, don't mistake cowpats for stepping stones. So that's where I've come from. See the hen hole in the distance. Can you hear us? You can see the hen hole in the distance. That's where I've come from. And this is the Shill. And I believe this is the last proper climb of this journey. You can almost see the end. It's just over there. So I've just took my pack off to scramble to the top of this rocky area at the top of the Shill. We'll go down. We've got that much water left. I'm going to drink that, and then I think we'll head up for the finish. Maybe the top of the Shill is the perfect place to do try and do a bit of reflection. I don't even think I can start to reflect properly yet, because obviously I'm not even finished yet, and I think I need to process it all. But it's been a big thing. It's been an adventure. I've met some lovely people that I didn't expect to meet. You know, people that are doing it as well. They're in the same silly bubble as you are, and you keep bumping into each other and sharing your miseries with each other, and sort of laughing with each other and empathising. And it's good. It encourages you along, and it's nice to see them again and again. And I think I might have made a couple of friends there. I hope I've got one person's number, Nige. I might try and get Drew's as well. There's those people who I got a photograph of earlier on at when I was at the shelter. They were sat outside. Anywho, so yes, the people, the journey. I cannot begin to sum the journey up. I'm sorry, I can't. It's mixed. It's challenging. There's bits that are paved. There's bits that are like knee deep in bog. There's reedy bits of tracks, like ups and downs. Lots of climbing. I mean, everything really. So, yeah, so that's like the sort of challenge of it. The places though that you pass through as well, like all of them. I think between Edale and Kirk Yetholm, the Pennine Way threads its way right up the middle of the country, through the most interesting places and through the most beautiful landscapes. So it's just been lovely, obviously, to pass through all of those places. Don't need to name them all now because I'll be here all day. But yeah, and to camp at some of the places I've camped. Like I'll never forget it. I'll never forget camping at Malham Cove. You know what I mean? Oh, so pleased I did that. The kindness that people show you, like even just little things like that bloke giving us a bit of chocolate and crisps at the top of Cheviot, or Nige giving us his tape for me feet. Little things like that. These are things that you remember. So I don't know. It's been an adventure. I can't begin to properly process it yet. But I'm just trying to share something with you before I do the final descent and have a little celebration at the end. So all right. It's been good doing these videos. It's been quite liberating actually. Because you know, who cares if people don't like them? You know what I mean? I'll just post them. If people want to watch them, they want to watch them. And if you've watched them and you've enjoyed being taken on the Pennine Way, then I'm pleased about that. And it's been good doing the videos, and it's motivated me. That might sound cheesy, but it has. It's helped us give myself a pep talk at times. These people are coming up now. They're going to see us talking to myself, and I wonder why I'm doing that. You all right? So it's probably my reflection ruined. But I thank you for watching the videos. If you have, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone who's donated. We hit the target last night. So I got up this morning and I saw that target had been hit. So that's absolutely brilliant. So massive thanks to everyone who's donated to the Fighting Fund. Thank you to Molly for helping us get prepared and putting up with us when I was getting prepared for it, for coming out and meeting us where she's met us, and for meeting us at the end. I've probably missed loads, but I'm going to go now because these people are coming to the top of the hill. I'm hoping to meet Molly on the way. Well, I'll meet her at the end. I know it's now, the time is 3:30. She's going to be at the end. I'll meet her there. I'll kiss the wall, get a half pint and everything. If she gets there early enough, she might meet us halfway up, or meet us on the way down. So anyway, all right. It's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from the shill. If you're thinking of doing the Pennine Way, don't do it. No, I'm only joking. There's different ways you can do it. You can camp. If you want, you can stay in a B&B every night, or a hostel or something. Basically plan it. Make sure you've got the stuff you need. You'll be fine. Right, so I'm now heading. The path splits along here. There's a lower route down to Kirk Yetholm, which I've done before on a different trip, and there's a higher route which I've never done. So obviously that's what we're going to do. So we'll see what that's like. Obs. Soon when I get home, I'll compile all the videos into like a YouTube playlist or something, so it's all there in one place. Once I've got back and done that and processed everything, I think then and only then will I know whether whether it's been therapy or whether I need therapy. So far so good on the higher level route. It's lovely. We're now in Scotland. So this is going to take us out of the Cheviot Hills and down into Kirk Yetholm. Yes. Have you been doing the Pennine Way, sir? Yes. Are you feeling fit and healthy then? Yes, I am actually. Oh, well, we better start on doing that right away, hadn't we? Here's some beer. Drink it quick. Drink as much as you can. Yes! So it's 2 miles to Kirk, Yetholm. We're nearly there. Nearly done. I hope that today's video has showcased the Cheviot Hills well enough. I mean, I've had the weather on my side, so if it hasn't, then I've done something drastically wrong. But it's been a glorious day. There's been glorious views, so I hope that has been showcased appropriately. And now for the final descent. So we're now, I think we're on our way down into Kirk Yetholm now. I can't see it yet. I'll share a photo when I can. I've just been texting Molly. She's going to finish her cup of tea and then start walking up to meet me. So shortly, probably next, we'll be meeting Molly again. Nearly there. Hello.
Hello. I'm going off the Pennine Way. I'll get out the way. There you go. Snickery in our video. Called it this time. Go. Bye bye shoes.